Big weekend over, the weekend for F1 in Saudi Arabia in Jeddah. And again, they've had, WWE does their thing there. Like it's always a good year for Jeddah. They have big events, F1, WWE, like all that stuff. But another good one for F1. I enjoyed the track, just the speed that they hit on it is mesmerizing and how quick they're going through some of those turns. And I think it puts on a good, product for the most part. I wish that it was a different part of the season when everyone more figured out everything, but we did get to see and learn things, along the way through the weekend, whether it was, practice, qualifying, the race. Like we did get to see and learn some things, which some things didn't surprise me, some things kind of did. Biggest one that didn't surprise me is the Red Bulls were the best on track all weekend, again from practice through the race itself. And who knows what it could have been if Max didn't have his issue in qualifying, which kept him back at P15 for the start. And it was the only glitch they've had now through the first two races, and they had more than that. Just as a whole for Red Bull, they had more than that last year, I think, in the first race. So I think they'll get that fixed. It was good to see Sergio Perez on pole. Again, teammate Max Verstappen started 15th, powertrain thing, Q2, but that didn't hold him back. And it was really good just, to see him work through it. We all knew he could, but, to see him go through it was really good. Fernando Alonso hit with an incorrect starting position penalty on the start of the race and all the stupid and everything that came from it later. He did his penalty and trying to do like taking away his penalty and giving it to George Russell, right there on the podium is dumb. Yes, and it looks even dumber when you reinstate it later. So then George Russell loses all of that, and it's just it's really mind-boggling how dumb they are. And this isn't me, taking a shot at F1. They're not the ones. FIA is the sanctioning body, so this is really just bad look for the sanctioning body to be pulling. Well, you're off that you don't get it because of the penalty. Oh wait, you do get it later after the fact. Like it's just really dumb. Like it shouldn't take that long to figure this stuff out, especially when there's not a lot of incidents even happening during the race. Like should be able to figure out faster. And that I think was one of the dumbest things I've seen F1 do in a very long time. Thankfully, that was it. But he does his 5-second thing. Then we get another one. Then they take his podium away. Then they give his podium back, and just makes them look like jackasses. Personally, so hopefully we're done with that. Rookie Oscar Piastri needed a new front wing on lap 2. Teammate Lando Norris did as well on lap 7, so that pretty much eliminated the McLarens for having a chance all day because they were just starting so far back right out the gate, and it sucked. But you never get to see what they fully could do if they're right in the mix of things. But time will tell. I thought they looked, they had a chance to look better, but I have to wait and see how that works out. Lance Stroll for Aston Martin was done early. Gave me some worry just because how Fernando Alonso had been running and is his teammate, but we didn't have to see any of those problems, which is good. And there was good racing behind, Checo. There were people making moves all over the place, the way Fernando Alonso was racing people, the way Max went through the field. Like there were good battles around the track behind Checo, and you really didn't see Checo. Well, he was up there because he was just up there. So they showed Max and Fernando and Lewis Hamilton and all of them trying to do things, which, something you don't get to see a lot, I guess I'd say, in NASCAR because, they just like to keep it on the leader and never mind everything that's happening behind them for a lot of the time. And that was cool. And by the way, not having any cautions. Commercials. There you go. Not having any commercial breaks during the race is really good as well. But again, good racing. And, Max got up there behind Checo. I don't know why he couldn't get by him. But, he got to a certain point and just stopped and couldn't get any closer. God knows. But, he rode it all the way out. It was a good run, though, for Sergio Perez getting a win, 5.4 seconds over Max Verstappen, Fernando Alonso third. Again, then all the stupid that happened after that. But George Russell finished fourth. Teammate Lewis Hamilton was fifth. Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc sixth and seventh for Ferrari. Esteban Ocon eighth. Pierre Gasly ninth for Alpine. And Kevin Magnussen was 10th for Haas. McLaren was 15th and 17th. Williams sadly 16th and 19th. And the points coming out of it, Max Verstappen's first, Sergio Perez is second at -1. He got the point Max did for the fastest lap, which is the only difference. Fernando Alonso third at -14th, Carlos Sainz fourth, and Lewis Hamilton's fifth, both at -24. And again, it was good to see Checo win. I'm just interested as to why Max got to a certain point, and just couldn't get any closer, no matter what that came from, why he stalled out. I'm sure they figured it out, and apparently the mood in the room after the victory, changed once Max walked up there. Again, he's not there to finish second, but for where they were, second isn't bad, especially when it's your teammate that got the win. But it's the way he is, I get it. Who likes finishing second, especially when you win that much. But we'll see how it works out in the next race. Bad luck for the McLarens right out of the gate. Williams had their issues, not a good weekend, which is what they didn't need. So we'll see what they could do if they bounce back or if it's going to be a continuous thing. I hope not, because it was good to see them up there and doing good, but only time will tell. The next race is the Rolex Australian Grand Prix at Albert Park Circuit, March 31st through April 2nd. So make sure to be on the lookout for that. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify for podcasters, iHeartRadio, Audible, Rumble, all over. It's on BitChute. It's all over the place. I share the links on all the socials. Forget Racing Rosinski on Twitter, and everything else is by the name. And you can also, help give support to the show with monthly stuff that you could set up through Spotify for podcasters, where you can listen to the episode, share the episode, support the show like that, and leave voice messages. Tell me exactly how you think. So, check that out, but it's all greatly appreciated. Don't forget to check out the rest of them that are put out from all the racing from over the weekend, because that's all appreciated as well. Share the hell out of them. That little bit, just sharing it, helps out more than you guys ever know, getting more eyeballs on it. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out the rest. Share the hell out of them. And until we meet again, bye, folks.